Welcome to day 16 of my coach trip blog, and of coach trip in general. So first of all, got a shout out for Laura Waite. Hey Laura, how you doing? Now, Soho socialites. I like it. I haven't been Soho in ages, but yes, Soho socialite. I like it. It works. So, the hotel that we were in, to begin with, was amazing. Such an amazing hotel. Had a little balcony area, like a little living room, table and chairs, stuff like that. Had a really good time. Had some drinks in there and everything. The next morning, they actually were serving like an array of, really good breakfasts. But they had venison. I think it was venison or veal or something. I was like, let's have that for breakfast for starters. So I had that. It was pretty good actually. It was a bit weird having that for breakfast, but it was good. So cow milking, not impressed. Completely nauseous. I mean, I like concrete jungle. I'm not really a green grass kind of person. I don't really like the grass. So being out in in the fields with cows is probably like right at the end of that spectrum, and it was completely gross. Everything was dirty. We went into their house to wash our hands and stuff like that, and it was nauseous. I feel sick about it right now. Ina, the wife, she was amazing. She's really funny. She's sweet. We gave they gave her a present and then we gave her a hug and said goodbye. She was a really nice lady, so that was really cool. The cows were evil, absolutely evil. I think we were in charge of Lily, and there's me. I was going around trying to get it. And the bits that they missed out there is I was like, oh, come here, Lily. Come here, you little bitch. Right? So she just kept legging it off. And they were playing the Batman music, Batman 1 music in it, because the cows were stealthy. They actually nearly ran into Mary and knocked her down. That's how crazy they were. And having those hooves on top of you is not what you want. There was shit on the udders, on the hooves, and on the tail, right? The hooves kept flicking up fresh cow pat at people. I got flicked in the face with one of their tails. Everything just had crap on it, and it was so gross. And then after that they were like, okay, let's go for lunch, and I was like, whoa, no. But yeah, so it was something that I would never ever do again. Oh, and they had some crazy dogs that wanted to kill us. It was really, I was shouting all the time at us. It wasn't very nice. It was shouting, it was barking, it was crazy. But yeah, so antibacterial. We tried to use antibacterial, like I shared it around the coach, to kind of clean off the scent, and it wouldn't go. This was lemon zest, like citrus antibacterial stuff, and it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. So that's it. Cows can overpower any kind of antibacterial lotions. Dr. Zotter. Well, actually he was Mr. Zotter, but we called him Dr. Zotter because he was like this mad chocolate scientist, and he was amazing at what he did, and it was the whole thing was fantastic to go through. Up and down was absolutely great. And I guess what we proved here is that chocolate is to Brendan what apparently sausages are to me. But Brendan's obviously allowed to say, oh, chocolate this, chocolate that. So it's all about his chocolate. We got pretty nauseous halfway through. We were like little kids that didn't know better. It was like, yeah, and then like, oh, mum, it hurts. We had so much chocolate because it was, it was just there and it was for testing. So, but oh my God, tell you, something else. Just outside this chocolate factory were these statues. One of them was a guy, and they were very tall and thin kind of statues, brass kind of skin color in outfits. And one was literally like had its pants like around its waist, pretending to pee into like a little pond, which is quite weird. And also this other lady who's very tall in the red dress. She was bent over. She was like, mwah. It was really weird. But that's how we called him Dr. Zotter, because he had some weird, crazy stuff inside there. But amazing place to go to. Anita and Lloyd wanted to leave, as you saw there, as it was said. Lloyd came up to us and said, guys, vote for us, vote for us. And we were like, no, Lloyd, we don't want to vote for you. We don't want to do that. No, we can't. But he was like, no, vote for us. You guys deserve to say, vote for us. So we voted for them. And yeah, when it came to the deadlock, he'd already made his mind up. We'd already agreed to do what he'd asked us to do. And we sent him home. Which I think like you saw, he was very, very relieved. He'd had enough of the crew. He'd had enough of the badgering from it. He just had enough, And I think what Anita wanted to achieve from the show, and for the trip for him, I think it worked for him. So Anita and Lloyd, love you guys. Jenna and Jody saga. Now, they've been speaking to us for Jenna and Jody had been speaking to us for a couple of days saying they wanted to leave. They told the crew beforehand, right, that they wanted to leave, and the crew were like, oh, okay, fair enough, blah, blah, blah. And then we got a phone call from, because what happened is, they were then said, look, once they said, okay, we're leaving today, they were like, look, you have to leave now. You can't stay here. Once you've left, you just go. And they were like, you can't even say goodbye to people. You have to go. And what happened was Jenna called us and was like, you've got to come downstairs. So we came downstairs. We were like, hey, what's going on? And they were like, oh, we're leaving. And I saw Jenna upset, so I was like, oh, I started to cry a little bit. And then she was like, no, they're making us leave right now. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? And the thing is, they knew that the girls were deciding to leave, and they knew that we'd probably have like some kind of like goodbye party. But they were told that they had to leave right now with Anita and Lloyd. Yeah, it was just really, really awful to see them go. And then they left, and then me and the boys went up into the town area, and it was busy. It was party time, people were having a good time. This would have been a really good place to go out clubbing with the girls, and we were just so deflated. Didn't even bother with any of the bars or the clubs. We went and had McDonald's, comfort eating, and which was quite funny because the girls wanted McDonald's this whole time, and then just as soon as they leave, half an hour later, we found a McDonald's so easy, so close. But yeah, so, and then we came back and we drank for a little bit in the bar, and then I happened to go to the toilet, and as I was walking past the back kind of entrance, the car park entrance, I saw Jenna, and I was like, what the hell? So I went outside, like, what are you guys doing here? Like, they brought us back for dinner. So they took them away emotionally in the car, and then brought them back for dinner, and then swept them off again. It was like, they just drove them around the corner and then put them into a little room to have dinner, and then left again. So yeah, it was a really, really emotionally charged episode for us. So because the show is incredibly emotionally charged as it is, you have to kind of be there to understand how hard it is. And the girls, they were tired. They were sleeping on the coach. That's why they were leaving as well. They were leaving because of work. They were leaving because they were tired. They'd had enough. They'd had an amazing time, and they didn't want to spoil that with any problems that may incur. But yes, so I have a big goodbye shout out to Jenna and Jody, love you guys, and a big shout out to Anita and Lloyd. Hi guys, big shout out. So that's it. I saw Alice in Wonderland this weekend. Whoop, whoop. So I'm going to be doing a review on that tomorrow, if anybody's interested. And I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. So look forward to tomorrow's coach trip. See you later. Bye bye.